What is up, guys? Welcome back to Max Mocs. My X-Mansion mock is 100% complete. You can see it is my biggest build yet. I mean, I think it's even bigger than the Justice League Watchtower mock I did because of how detailed it is. And it's way more detailed because I had to build a house on top of a huge structure. I had to make a front lawn and then a backyard as well with a full-on tennis court that moves. Guys, this is so cool. I loved building this. This is like near and dear to me because I grew up watching the X-Men movies, and I just love them so much, guys. I hope you enjoy this mock. Let's break it down together. Alright guys, let's break down this part 4 of the interior and the 100% complete mock. This is going to be a longer video, but go check out parts 1, 2, and 3. Those break down those other parts in detail. There will be a part 5, a minifigure showcase, but this is the interior, the inside of the X-Mansion. You can see the walls on both sides come off. And then you can see the music classroom is above. There is a main lobby area, just like seen in the movies with the staircase going up to the 2 classrooms. This is all I could fit in here with, 2 classrooms, Professor Xavier's office, a TV room, and then a main lobby. It's kind of, difficult to fit everything in here. And this was a challenge, holding up the bottom, the floor kept breaking through and I had to really make that bottom floor really structurally sound. So yeah, really cool details in this room. The table is an X, the carpet in there is an X, there's bookcases, there's pictures, there's tables and chairs, there's even curtain rods and chandeliers. You can see the red curtains there below. It's just so much cool details. The stairways lead up to 2 separate classrooms. One's a main classroom and the other one is a music classroom. You can see, there's just little knickknacks everywhere, a newspaper, candelabras, whatever they're called, trophies, different little things. And this leads us to Emma Frost's music room. I know this is never in the movies or comics or anything. I just thought what kind of classroom I could put in the X-Mansion. And I've never really done anything kind of like this. So like a grand piano, you could see she's like a conductor. You got a whole band there with a trumpet, saxophone, and a cello as well. There's guitars hanging from the ceiling. There's a picture of the San Francisco Bridge, which is funny because, Magneto destroys that in The Last Stand. Also, there's, some music on the wall as well. Here it is without any minifigures. You can see that grand piano was really fun to make. Actually, I've never made something like that, so that was really, really fun, really cool. There's windows and curtains as well with those little tiny gold pieces on the bottom. I thought that really added a really cool detail. There's a chalkboard, a plant, there's records on the wall. Really, really cool. Here's the bottom without some minifigures as well, so you can see every detail. There's, the pictures. There's a window outside. You can see Professor Xavier's grave when he dies in certain movies and shows. Doors to outside, doors to Professor Xavier's office. There's, bookcases. I'm going to try to give you a good view of the front door. It's very hard to film, obviously. There's kind of the front door leading into the TV room as well, and then a walkway up. So here is the other side. This side is really, really cool. Really fun to build this side. Classrooms, which I never thought I would actually make something like this, but you can see, Kitty Pryde is teaching class just like in Days of Future Past. There's a skeleton, there's a chalkboard, there's the pull down maps, there's a clock, there's posters, motivational posters, teamwork posters, you know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of desks and chairs. Jubilee and a bunch of other classmates at their desks. There's a globe in the background and even a telescope. So yeah, really fun to build. Here below, you can see a better view of the game room, the TV room, just like in X2. There's that hilarious scene where the kid is blinking and controlling the TV with his blinks. So I thought, what a perfect way to fit a TV room into this as well. And there's tons of bookcases. Here is Professor Xavier's office. I'm going to give you a better view in a second here, but you can see the door leads outside as well. So he has a secondary exit through his office as well. So yeah, there's a desk, bookcases, there's tons of little details, even like fans in the classroom. Here's a better view. I put some minifigures in there, Professor Xavier and Beast talking. There's chairs, there's pictures, newspapers, bookcases, like trophies for the school, just different little stuff. A lampshade, another cool long bookcase above as well. So yeah, really fun to build, guys. I really enjoyed building the interior. This didn't take me as long as the other parts. I think it's been like about 12 days since my last video. So yeah, guys, it is complete. It's done. I also thought it'd be fun to recreate X2, where Stryker is invading the X-Mansion. You see Wolverine is a little caught off guard in his bathrobe. Not like the movie, obviously. The movie, you got all these guys invading and taking mutants. And Colossus is there to help out, obviously, just like in the movies. So yeah, there, on the top there's the helicopter that I built as well. So yeah, I like to do a lot of cool different scenes, like, you know, the Brotherhood of the mutants versus the X-Men. You can see there's a ton of different characters. I'll break down those in my part 5, the minifigure showcase. Here's a bunch of X-Men, a lot of the main characters going after them as well on the front lawn. This happens a lot. I feel like the X-Mansion gets destroyed a ton in the shows and movies. And so, yeah, this is really, really fun to do. Really exciting. You know, as you can see, Apocalypse and Archangel are up there as well. You know, just, you know, checking out what's going on, looking out for new Horsemen of the Apocalypse possibly in the future. Maybe Gambit. There's Domino. I never talked about her. She's on the top sniping a little bit. You also have Cassandra Nova. She's going to be the villain in Deadpool 2. You can see Cable is trying to kill her. Deadpool and Wolverine are along for the ride. So yeah, I just wanted to do a bunch of different cool, different scenarios that have happened in the comics and movies. You know, just lots of cool stuff. There's Banshee's about to jump off the building to fly for the first time, possibly. There's some other characters over there. You can also see Sentinels taking over here with Bastion. The Silver Samurai versus Wolverine as well. You know, I've got Magneto and all of his children, you know, Quicksilver, Polaris, and the Scarlet Witch over there. Bastion's over there. I did find a purple face using Thanos' face. So yeah, a little bit different. Yeah, so there's a lot of cool details. A girl skateboarding over there. You know, there's just so much cool stuff. The guy waving in the window, all happy, you're not realizing, you know, that he's about to, the expansion's about to blow up, possibly. You can see Mr. Sinister hiding in the bush. You know, there's so much cool little details, guys. I hope you watched my other videos. I found a better face for Leech as well in that new minifigure, the Orc minifigure that we got recently. So it's perfect with those yellow eyes. And then let's look at the bottom half, because this is a 100% complete mock now. We can check out the entire basement as well. You know, you have Cerebro there, Professor Xavier from the movies, you know, on that huge walkway there. You got a hallway, which a lot of hallways are in the X-Mansion below, you know, and there's even a laboratory there, infirmary, where, you know, the Marvels takes place with Monica Rambeau and her mom, obviously there. And then also the X-Jet hangar. This one was really fun to build as well. You can see there's walkways that lead to the other hallways. There's a huge bay door that goes to another hallway. This is all below the tennis court that actually opens up and allows the X-Jet to fly out of. You can see Forge there is working on the ship, obviously. There's just so much fun details. I loved building this. I mean, I kind of based this a little bit more off the comics, you know, and even some of the movies, you know, in the show as well. So yeah, really exciting. There's also a computer room. Beast there is overseeing the war room, the danger room, whatever you want to call it, the simulation room. There's, you know, Dazzler there, you know, singing, you know, X-23 and Psylocke. Really cool figures. There's a little hallway that leads to the other hallway. And then obviously the break room, where they, you know, communicate, they talk about the plan. This happens a lot in the X-Men shows, you know. I did add a few little details, as you guys can see, if you're paying attention closely, obviously. But also here is the war danger room, the simulation room. Omega Red is there now, you know, Marrow, Sunspot, some really random characters, you know, but I love the randomness of the X-Men. I like all of those characters. I tried to make as many characters as possible. Very difficult to do, obviously. You got Magneto in there as well. There's like guns and turrets. So yeah, that is it. Let's check out the B-roll. Alright guys, thank you so much for following along all of my parts of this video. You know, it's been really fun to do. Look out for that minifigure showcase of every X-Men character I made. Thank you for your support, guys. Couldn't do this without you. Make sure to like and subscribe. Have a great rest of your day. And remember, go out there and build something amazing.